Algebra 1 EOC practice test number 25. The Boonville History Museum has 25,000 visitors in 1980. The number of visitors has decreased by 2.5% each year. Write a function to represent the number of visitors to the Boonville History Museum T years after 1980. Write your answer in the space provided. Alright, so a few things that we notice here. We notice that we started with 25,000 visitors, and it's going to decrease at a percentage. Alright, so it's not decreasing at a constant rate, so we know it's not linear. So it's going to have to be exponential. Alright, so it says write a function, v of t. Alright, so we've got v of t equals, and if you go to the reference sheet, okay, on the reference sheet it's going to show you what exponential growth and exponential decay function looks like. Because this says we are decreasing, I know that this one is going to be exponential decay. Alright, so we're going to have y equals, in this case it's v of t equals, this is just function notation, but they tell us what to write it in, so we're going to use that notation. And we're going to put a as our initial value, so we know that our initial value is 25,000. And 1 minus our interest rate. So we have an interest rate of 2.5%. You can write that as a decimal by moving it 2 places. So 0 to 5. Okay, so moved it from here to here, and that's 2 decimal places. So I'm going to do 1 minus 0 or 0.025 to the t power. So all I have to do is take my calculator and figure out what that number is. So we can simplify it just a little bit. So I'm going to do second quit. I'll get me out of that. So I'm going to do 1 minus 0.025, and that's going to give me 0.975. So I'm going to have v of t is going to equal 25,000 times point. I'm going to move that down a little bit because that's right in the way where you can't read it. Almost have too much on the screen here, don't we? All right, so we got v of t equals 25,000 times, instead of 1 minus 0.025, which this probably would count as well, but we're just cleaning it up a little bit. So 0.975 raised to the t power. So that one would be the best answer, I would think, as it's in simplest form. And you can see that it decreases because if this number is your growth or decay factor, if the number is larger than 1, it's growth. If it's smaller than 1, it's decay. So it does represent a decrease in the number of visitors. All right, so again, this should work. This would be a little bit better answer. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.